Hi, this is Dr. Vicente, and I extend to all of you a warm welcome to our second workshop session for the CESL 2019. For our second workshop session in the next 3 days, we will be focusing on the fundamentals of educational leadership and change. This video lecture is meant to be a stimulus for you as you engage with the readings that I have assigned for you this week. I apologize for not being with you this morning, but I will surely be with you later this afternoon. Let's begin by reflecting on our first workshop session, which focused on foundations of leadership. If you recall, I invited you to read the article entitled Through the Lens of a Critical Friend, written by Calic and Costa. Both of these authors are now directors of the Institute for the Habits of Mind, pioneering organization looking at productive ways for individuals to work in organizations. Ben Calic is a private consultant who used to teach at Yale University, focusing on organizational development, while Costa is a professor emeritus at California State University. This article was really a stimulus for you to look at each other as critical friends, including myself. And this is something that we will be practicing and reiterating in our course in this particular CESL 2.0 that we're undertaking. The other article that I invited you to read is entitled Managers and Leaders, Are They Different?, written by Abraham Zalesnik. This is a seminal article, in other words, a groundbreaking document that spurred more articles about the theme of managers and leaders. Professor Abraham Zalesnik used to be with the Harvard School of Business. He undertook several exercises as well as psychometric exercises to determine whether we are indeed managers or leaders. Finally, I invited you to start working on your transformational action plans, which you have updated and uploaded in our CESL Padlet. For day one, workshop 2, we will be focusing on what educational change truly means. And in doing this, I invite you to engage with 2 articles assigned for this particular workshop session. The first one is entitled The 3 Stories of Education Reform, which was written by Michael Fullan. Michael Fullan used to be the Dean of the Ontario Institute for Studies in Education in Canada, and currently he is the Global Leadership Director for New Pedagogies of Deep Learning. If you recall, Michael Fullan's article looked at 4 aspects: classroom, curriculum, authority, and reasons for the recurrence of reform. So I would like you to carefully engage with that article. The next one is Larry Cuban's Reforming Again and Again and Again. Larry Cuban is Professor Emeritus at the School of Education of Stanford University and is a perfect example of a practitioner, scholar. He talked about 3 stories of reform: inside story, outside in, and inside out story, and how these 3 stories will work in concert. Again, I invite you to carefully engage with Larry Cuban as well as Michael Fullan's articles. You have 2 specific tasks for day 1 of our second workshop: to conduct individual reflection, and this individual reflection consists of 2 parts. One, reflecting on our first workshop session, and the other one is reflecting on Larry Cuban's article. You can see the questions here on the slide. There are only 2 questions that I'd like you to look at. He proposed the model of E is equal to MCA squared, and I'd like you to react to this formula. More importantly, I'd like you to use this formula as a heuristic device, in other words, as an analytical tool for you to identify examples in your context using the same formula of Larry Cuban and Michael Fullan. Now, for the article Reforming Again and Again and Again, I've actually invited you to work in buddy pairs. I invite you to do this in a voluntary manner, and I prepared 12 questions for you to address. And Hopefully within the morning session you are able to complete these questions as buddy pairs. You can find more details of these questions and the actual readings itself, the actual readings themselves, by snapping a picture of this QR code, which connects you to our Padlet for the second workshop session for CESL 2019. I look forward to seeing you later today, and all the best to everyone. Thank you.